A Winfield woman will spend the rest of her life in prison after pleading guilty in the abuse of a 1-year-old, Kahleb Collins.
Wendy Pamela Jean Bailey pleaded guilty today to first-degree domestic violence and aggravated child abuse of a child under 6. A Fayette County, Alabama judge sentenced her to 2 consecutive life sentences, the maximum punishment allowed for each offense. The case stems from a December 2024 crash involving Bailey, Kahleb's father, Stephen Collins, and their daughter. Collins later died from his injuries. The next day, investigators learned Kahleb had been missing for months. Authorities say their investigation uncovered evidence of prolonged abuse, and they believe the toddler died sometime between September and December of 2024. Prosecutors say Bailey knew about the abuse but failed to stop it or report it. New at 5.